on my way back over here, I was like, God is so good to us. Because it used to be so hard to know if there were great waves. Swamp Beach is like 10 miles. Do you know how long 10 miles is? It takes me 20 minutes to walk just 1 mile. So 20 times 10, it's a lot of minutes. I don't even know how many that is in hours or seconds, but it's a lot. So what used to happen is you'd get up and you'd hear people talking, oh my goodness, the waves were like kicking over there, you know? And then like the next day you'd get up and you'd be like, oh, I hope there's good waves, I hope there's good waves. And you get on your bike and you go and you go and you got your board on your back, and I mean it would take forever to get all the way over there. And then you get there and the waves would be totally flat. It would be such a bummer. And then I'd be bumming for the rest of the day, you know? Man, I got to ride the whole 10 miles back. But now I just get up, hop on the internet, and it says find a righteous wave right down here at Swamp Beach. I hop in my Jeep and I am there. And let me tell you, surfing takes something out of you. I am starving. I have not had anything to eat. All I've got is this bag of fish with me. So, if you don't mind, I might have to eat my dinner while I tell you the story. I got a question. How many of you believe that I've got a bag of fish right here?
Swedish fish.
No! Who really believes that I have a bag of fish?
Swedish fish.
Does it look like a bag of fish? I want to know. Does somebody, without screaming or speaking, I would like you to just raise your hand if you honestly, truly, truly believe that I have a bag of fish right here.
No.
Truly. You really believe it. Now, if you really believe it, only if you honestly believe it, because I'm going to ask you to prove it in a minute. If you honestly, truly, truly believe that I have fish, I want you to stand to your feet. Ooh, I got some liquors in here. Oh my goodness.
You don't have to stand up.
I don't need to stand up. Who really believes I got? That's awesome. All right, Gianna, I want you to come up here and prove to me that you really believe that I have fish in here by putting your hand in this bag and seeing. Is your name Gianna? You're square, boy. I want you to come up here and prove it. Prove to me and everybody else that if you truly trust me. You sure you trust me? You trust me when I say I've got fish in here? All right, I'll tell you what. If you put your hand in here and prove it, I'll even share my dinner with you. Just kidding. It's already dead. Is it? You can have one. Excellent. All right, you will have a seat. Share my dinner. Tell me if I great. All right, you guys can all sit back down. Hey, first of all, I think that's awesome that all of you guys have ever shared me. I tell you what, I'm so exhausted I can't yell today, so I need everyone really quiet so you can hear me. I'm going to tell you a story. Do you remember who we talked about yesterday? Jesus. Jesus. And we talked, what did we say about it? Who is Jesus? He is awesome, but who is he? He's the Son of God, and that makes him very special. And did you know that we talked about Jesus as a young boy and how he did special things, like how he knew so much about the Bible? But as Jesus grew older and older, he did even more amazing things. Things called miracles. Do you know what a miracle is? David.
I think miracles like you have like a string and you pop it and it turns out like to a seed. It's like
Like a giant tree just grows from a tiny little seed?
yeah. It just transforms.
Yeah, that is true. That's like a miracle that happens every day. So miracles are things that happen that are impossible. Something that's so impossible, and Jesus can make it just happen. So Jesus did these things all over the place. What?
He can do anything.
He can do anything. He can make people who have never been able to walk, he can make them walk. He could make them into lollipops. Although I don't think that's in the Bible, but he could have. Jesus can do anything. So I'm going to tell you this story about this man. And I have a picture. Can I have a volunteer? Now it has to be a strong volunteer that can stand like this. We're going to run through it. All right. Have you had to work or worse, and the doctor said they couldn't do anything for him, and the little boy was going to die. It was amazing. He was so sick. And so this man, he had lots of servants, and the servant said, did you know that Jesus is coming to town? And Jesus did what? What kind of things did Jesus do?
Miracles!
He did miracles, which is impossible things Jesus could do. So this man thought and said, maybe if I go tell Jesus that my son is sick, he'll come with me and he'll come heal my son. So this man traveled very far, couple of days, farther than Swamp Beach. He came and he asked Jesus, he said, Jesus, my little boy is so sick and I love him so much and I need him to be made better. Will you come with me and help him be better? And Jesus looked at the man and he said, you know, I can't come with you. Unless I keep doing miracles, no one's going to believe in me, you know? But I can't come with you. Now, can you imagine this man asking Jesus to come with him and heal his son? And Jesus said, no. Well, that doesn't sound right, does it? But you know what Jesus said to him? Jesus said, I'm not going to go with you. But you go home and your son is well. Now, just like Gianna had to come over here and show, she had to prove that she thought I had fish for dinner in my bag. She had to prove it by doing what? How did she prove it? She stuck her hand in the bag. That's how she proved it. So this man had to prove that he had the faith. So instead of pulling Jesus, because if it was me, I might have taken some rope and wrapped him up and just hauled him off back with me, you know, and carried him back to my son. But this man had so much faith and so much trust in Jesus that when Jesus said, go home and see your son, because he's all better, this man said, I'm going to trust in Jesus. And you know what he did? He went. Simple as that. He believed in Jesus. He believed that Jesus was going to heal his son without touching him, without coming with him. And so this man believed in Jesus, and he proved it by turning around and going home. And when he was going home, his servants came out and they met him and they said, Sir, your son, it's impossible. But he's better. He was healed. And that man said, I just got to ask one question. What time did he get better? You know, because he wanted to know, is his son already better? Did Jesus already just know that? And the guy said, no, it was yesterday at 12 o'clock. And this man said, that's when I was speaking to Jesus. And Jesus told me to go home. I know because I had just had my Swedish fish for lunch. He knew it was right at 12 o'clock. And as soon as he left, as soon as he believed in Jesus and he turned to go home to his son was better. Jesus didn't have to do it the same way that he'd done it before. And that's what's so special about Jesus. We can trust Jesus for anything, even when he doesn't do things the way that we think he's going to. You know? So, this man, just like us, had to put some action into it. And that's all we need to do. You just need to know that you can trust in Jesus. Do you know why? Why you can trust in Jesus? Because he will always answer your prayers. It might not be how you think, but he will always do it. Every single time that you talk to Jesus, he will listen to you. And he will take good care of you. And he will always come and help you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am starving and I am hoping that I can get some good rest tonight so that tomorrow morning I can get up and hit some more gnarly waves down there at Swamp Beach. So we'll see what the righteous waves.
Bye!
Can everybody say bye to Sandy Bottom?
Bye.